Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to give you a little caricature drawing on what it would be like if you take a human being who has all the luxurious things, all the needs met, and go towards someone who has nothing. So we're going to slowly take everything, little by little, take a few things off each time. And this is so less comfort, learn more endurance equal resistance. So basically this is not only going to build resistance for the future, but it's also going to teach skills just like Boy Scout, anybody doing training, military, things like this. You going to learn survival skills. You're going to learn to develop new instinct, new skills that you didn't have before. You're going to have to follow your instinct. You're going to have to be creative. And all this is basically just to teach to not only resistance, but to appreciate all the things that we have and we do take for granted, and not only appreciate them, but appreciate them so much more, because when you took away all these luxury items one by one and stay without them for a few days, weeks, months, then you return to them, you realize how much value they have. But the problem is a lot of people don't take them off. Maybe they never come into a situation when they have to take them off, so they never get to really appreciate them or even see what they have, or realize that half part of the world doesn't have what they have, and they will be killing or dreaming to have what they have. You have people in mental institute right now. You have people in deathbed. You have people in prison. You have people in living in deplorable condition in Haiti, Jamaica, in Pakistan, in Ukraine. You have people living on sidewalk, living, in camps, in campground. You have people living in tiny cabins in filthy place. You have people living out of the cardboards. You have people living on the ground, and they're just sleeping in laundromats. I mean, you have all type of people that wish they had what you had. And so this is why I'm doing this. So let's start. So number one, so this person has a house, and I'm not mentioning the size of the house, doesn't really matter. We're just gonna make it as just a regular house. We're not talking about too rich, too poor, just in between. A regular car, has food, a normal amount of food. Got a wash and dryer. A lot of people take that for granted. You don't have to go to the laundromat. Number one, you don't have to pay for it. Number two, that's at least 20 to 30 bucks just for washer. Most dryer washer these days are $3 to $4 for wash. Dryers are about $1. So yeah, and they become, the size of the machine laundromat are becoming smaller and smaller. And it's just and then you gotta buy the soap. Soap can be relatively cheap if you just go to Save-A-Lot, Walmart, or just dollar store and buy some powder, laundry soap. That's very cheap. You can get a huge bag for the month. It's gonna last you at least maybe even 3 months. So anyway, but if you don't, and you end up having to pay $1.50 or $2 for one single use laundry soap in a laundromat, you're going to be sorry that you had to do that. You say, oh my God, that's so much for just one load, one use. Anyway, so money, that person has money, just not rich, filthy money, but money just to have a need or his need met. A phone, just to make phone calls, people to reach others, people to work, being able to play games, install apps, do all kind of things, watch TV, record themselves, coordinate, their life, whatever. Wi-Fi and internet, of course. So the convenience of just going home and it's all, always there, never lose any of your thing, never have to download any movie, never have to struggle losing documents or not being able to check your inbox. Always just have a convenience to have good Wi-Fi, as your service, strong, fast. So a lot of people don't realize that not everybody has strong, fast Wi-Fi that works really good. Most people do, but not everybody in the planet. So haircut, somebody who can afford a haircut twice a month, not the $5 haircut, but a $20 to $40 haircut, which is about how much it is now these days for most people. Unless you go to a very cheap barber, which might not be the best place, but if you just, it's usually mainly, for kids or, boys. It's not really pointed towards women. So apart from that, that's usually between 10 and $30 now. So we can afford manicure, pedicure, massage, going out, restaurants. I forgot what this. So restaurant, movie theaters, go see opera, go see plays, go really entertain themselves. So they have that life with, being able to move around when they need to, hop in the car, buy the food they need, do the entertainment, get to entertain themselves, and also get to be pampered and, and get to feel relaxed, enjoy. Nothing really needed, nothing is missing. Also the luxury of having nice warm clothes and be warm and safe in the house, being able to afford large smoothie, large frappuccino, ribeye steak, New York steak, salmon, crab legs, lobster, anything, anything that they wish. Not all the time, but most of the time they can buy new shoes, everything. So this is the number one. So it's not lacking anything, even has a surplus. So number two, we don't have extra surplus. We just have a regular house with food, not missing food. Number two has phone. So same thing. Have the luxury to do everything they need to do. Have less money, so can't afford the go to a restaurant too often, can't afford the manicure, the pedicure, all the extra that could make their life a little better. It has no internet, so it doesn't really have something they can rely on. So it's a little bit more annoying life, but overall, it still has a roof on top of their head. They have food, they have a phone to get entertained. No washer, but you can go wash their clothes, and no car. So, but they still, bicycle use, long have a ways to use transportation, ways to go because they still have money, so they still have a way to get around and appreciate everything. So, number two. So let's go back here. Number three. Let's go back here for a sec. So that person definitely will appreciate if they get a massage, manicure, pedicure, go get a tan, go get pampered. They would definitely appreciate this 10 times more than that person that can do that weekly. Also, that person could definitely, enjoy going to a steak restaurant, any really good restaurant, because they don't get to go too often. So this person does appreciate both things, same thing, getting a car, getting a ride, or having a new car would be pretty amazing. The person really appreciates that versus this person doesn't care, car is just a car, they don't care about their clothes. They never had a problem trying to find a place to wash their clothes. So this person definitely will embrace having a new washer and dryer, and we just feel more fulfilled when it happens, more grateful. So that's another way to think about it. So number 3, so that person is looking okay, like there's no money, so it's definitely something that they will definitely be grateful for. There's no car, there's food, so at least they can feed themselves. You don't have to worry about that. They have public Wi-Fi, they can always go around. They don't have their own, so they don't have a luxury to even strong internet would be really amazing for this person, just having internet period, but they don't, so they do rely on public Wi-Fi, so they have to go through all the coffee shops, the malls, libraries, all the place, or any of the parks that offer free Wi-Fi. So they always have to go to those places to do anything they want to do. But they don't feel hungry. They don't have to worry about eating, so which is one good thing. They don't have a house or a car, but so if they do have a place to stay or get a ride, they really get to appreciate that 10 times more. So when that person do get those things they don't have, they're going to it's just going to be loving it and just to be appreciative, and then a little money will just go a long way. They'll probably be more careful on spending it, and they don't really care about clothes or being pampered at this point. They just worry about being able to sleep and staying safe. So because see, this person doesn't have any money but has a roof, so which they don't have to worry about the safety. They don't have to worry about being cold. Versus this person have to worry about being cold, shower, getting sick, the safety of their life. So all of this is huge for that person versus this one, because this person can say, oh my God, just having a roof, that would be just great. So at this point, this person doesn't care if they have just a 10 square foot room that locks or doesn't look good or just destroyed. They don't care at this point. They just care about having a roof period. They don't care about the way the car will look, or even if it's a car, they will take a scooter, they will take anything that gets them around, and any ways to make money, of course legally, not nothing illegal or just against the nature. And so here now we go number 4. So number 4, no Wi-Fi. So this is even worse, because Wi-Fi gives you entertainment, and if you mind busy, but how busy is it good? It depends on what they actually do. If they do things like reading, it's good. If they do things like educate themselves, teach others, they use the internet for good, or just to just to learn about other people's stories, or just to expand good deeds around. That's great. If they use it for bad or just negative purpose, or just to be zombie in front of the TV 24/7, that might just not really cherish their brain, nourish their brain, basically. So no blanking, at least they have a phone. So phone is the only thing they have, but they don't have Wi-Fi and they don't have clothes, so they have to rely on going places to get free clothes. They don't always find the size, the clothes that they like, but they just have to take whatever. Same for the food, they have to rely on getting free food, go walk, take, walk miles, or maybe take the bus, or try to get free bus ticket just to go get the clothes or the food. So now they have to do all these things, like much more work just to get clothes, just to get food, just to get a blanket. They don't have blanket, they have to use their imagination, try to find places that has protection or just will be warmer. So this person definitely is going to envy the person that at least has public Wi-Fi and food, because they like they have a feeling of being hungry, which give them headache. They sweat, they get a lot of fatigue, they get dizziness. So they just lose all the energy because they don't have food, or even good food, anything that's nutritive and allows them to develop good energy, good fuel. They don't have the good protein, the antioxidants they need, none of that. And so it's harder for this person to even move around to go and get the things that they need in order to feel better. So yeah, and that person will definitely love to have Wi-Fi because all they have is just a phone to with some old games that they really get bored of. So you have number 4, envy number 3, number 3, envy number 2, number 2, envy number 1. So who is number 1 envy? So number 1 doesn't like anything, but he's bored of having everything. He doesn't know what it's like to not have anything, or to not have any of the things they always have. So not only they bored and they're used to what they have, but they don't appreciate it. So number 1 doesn't envy any of these people here, but they do envy having to be the excitement. They envy being able to feel excitement in their life. They envy the feeling of wanting something, excited to have it, appreciate it. So appreciate, why do I speak about this so much? Because the feeling of appreciation, it's close to the feeling of feeling good, a joyful feeling. So if you don't appreciate all the things you have all the time, you won't feel that joyful feeling. So even though this person has all the needs met, they do need and envy the joy feeling or grateful feeling or gratification feeling that those people have. But they don't want to be in a situation of any of those people. So what we can do, often they're going to take shortcut, look for instant gratification, which is probably online, quick live, make quick videos, get a lot of likes, view, just control. Often it's control over others. So maybe some of those people who need something from them. So we're gonna use that as power fuel to feel better, to maybe just entertainment or just amusement. Sometimes those feelings can be closer to a good feeling for them. So yeah. So anyway, the goal is that if you take a little thing for a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, then you don't have, then it's basically an exercise. Do that and you'll see. You'll not only will build endurance and resistance, but you're going to feel so much more grateful. You're going to feel, you're going to gain more strength, and it's going to open your eyes. on your list. So you have to at least do it for a month. So now let's see if anyone is committed enough to do that for 1 month. I don't think there's going to be that many people. Probably people who have gone through not having any of this thing for a while. It's probably not that hard for them to do. But anyway, if you are going to take this challenge, then please comment, let me know. Let me know why you're doing it and when you did it and how you felt, what you took off, what you had, and how you feel now about it. So let's say again you are vacation here. So somebody gets to go to the tropic island, gets to take boat tours, gets to go on jet ski, all of these luxury, rent the most beautiful cars, all this, and then you take that off from them. They're going to be missing it. Let's say you take it off 1 month, that's not enough. They already have all this, so you take it off for a year. So yeah, definitely next year when they do get it back, they're going to love it. They're going to be excited. They're going to feel fire. They're just going to love it. Same thing. Same here. You take another thing off this list. You take their phone off. Oh my God! Take the phone off for a month. You get it back. They're going to love it. They're going to be really excited. Same thing here. Take the food off. I swear to God, they get their food back. They're not gonna be picky about what they're eating as long as it's food and they don't have to feel hungry anymore. And here they basically have nothing. The only thing they have is food. So it's a phone. So let's say you take off the only thing they have, the phone. When they get it back, they're gonna be super happy for sure. So that's it for now.